Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 127 of our trek, and yesterday was day 3 of 5 on our trail of our reality, which is based on our beliefs. Our focus throughout this 5-day trek is why it is so crucial that your belief system is on a solid foundation of truth. This is day 4 of 5 of our exploration into the concept that our beliefs create our reality. Today we will discover how to upgrade your beliefs so that your reality is based on a solid foundation of truth. If you've missed any of the previous episodes of this trek, make sure that you go back and listen to them all so that you'll get a complete picture. As we share this time together on our daily trek, if you have any of your own observations, comments, or questions, please share them on the comment section of our daily journal pages at wisdom-trek.com. We are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Sunday we headed back to Charlotte after a busy and productive week in Marietta for the past 10 days. We have a very busy week coming up with our client workload, 3 interviews on other podcasts, and then on Friday we head to Phoenix, Arizona to spend 4 days with our friends and business partners, Charles and Allison Meekum. We have been working together on various construction projects for about 10 years now and are currently doing some planning on a large project that began this summer. But now it's time to break camp for today and head back out on day 4 of our reality trail. As we start out, I would like to ask you another question today. If your belief creates your reality, doesn't that open up a whole world of possibilities? So the next question I would like to follow up with is this: what kind of reality have you created? Simply by asking that question, we are actually accomplishing 2 important steps. First, we are acknowledging our creative ability, and at the same time, we are accepting responsibility for our current reality or situation on our trek of life. During days 1 through 3 of this current trek, we examined several fundamental ways in which your beliefs influence your reality. One thing that should be abundantly clear by now is the fact that the quality of your life is a reflection of the quality of your beliefs about who you are and what you are capable of. Knowing that empowering beliefs create a desirable reality and limiting beliefs do the opposite is a good place to start. Obviously, the next step needs to be learning how to eliminate the beliefs that don't serve you and replace them with beliefs that do. This brings us to our 4th major mile marker on our track today, which is upgrading your beliefs. There is an essential first step that must be taken before you can even think about upgrading your beliefs. Do you know what that step is? It's simple, really. You need to identify your current beliefs and figure out which ones need to be upgraded. On the surface, this sounds easy enough, but beliefs are shrouded in all kinds of confusing disguises. In fact, have you ever noticed the word lie, or L-I-E, is at the center of the word belief? So how do we get around the deceptive power of limiting beliefs? Our first step is to look at the results. The easiest way to identify your own limiting beliefs is to look at the results that they produce. Any area of your life where you are producing good results is probably anchored in an empowering belief. Likewise, any area of your life that is plagued with unsatisfactory or frustrating results is likely anchored in a limiting belief. The results you produce always reveals the underlying beliefs. This reminds me of a parable that Jesus taught about 3 workers in Matthew chapter 5, verses 14 through 30. All 3 workers had an opportunity to work hard and invest the boss's money in which they were entrusted with. 2 of them had an abundance mindset or belief and gained a good return for their boss. The 3rd one had a scarcity mindset or belief and buried the money because he was afraid. The consequence to the 3rd worker was not favorable. What little he had was taken away and given to the one who had done the best. Which of these workers would you be? And I encourage you to read the entire passage of Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 through 30 to get the big picture. Also, in the 2nd letter from the Apostle Paul to the church at Corinth, clearly shows the principle of what we plant, we will harvest, in chapter 9, verse 6. Which says, remember this, a farmer who plants only a few seeds will get a small crop, but one who plants generously will get a generous crop. How are you planting? Now it is time for you to examine and list the areas of your life which are lacking, along with the beliefs and feelings that support them. These areas are currently emotional liabilities. They are the beliefs that limit you and need to be changed. Our second point is identify your limiting beliefs. Apply the following 7 questions to every area of your life that leaves you feeling limited, incompetent, unqualified, or afraid. Make a list that includes the unfulfilling activities and the limiting belief associated with the negative feelings behind it. Question number 1. What do you feel that you're not very good at? And why do you think that is so? Question number 2. What areas of your life leave you feeling incompetent or unqualified, and why? Question number 3. What new activity are you afraid to try, but would like to? Why do you feel afraid? Question number 4. What is your least favorite activity, and why do you dislike it so much? Question number 5. In what areas do you want to improve, and what do you feel is holding you back? Question number 6. What do you avoid helping others with, and why do you feel you're unable to help them? And question number 7. When you want to make a good impression, what do you try to hide, and why? Our third major point is dismantling these limiting beliefs. To begin dismantling your limiting beliefs, you need to link them to a painful, negative, emotional anchor. The more painful the anchor, the more effective it will be. Start by asking yourself some pointed questions about each belief, such as, first, what price have I paid because of believing this? Second, how is what I believe affecting me financially, physically, emotionally, and spiritually? And third, why did I get anchored in this limiting belief to begin with? Continue to question the validity and consequences of any limiting beliefs will expose a wide array of negative emotional anchors for those beliefs. Once they come to represent pain, it becomes easier to move away from them and move toward more empowering beliefs. Let's look at empowering replacements. So next we need to ask ourselves a few simple questions. What would I have to believe in order to succeed in this area of my life? Second, what would I have to do differently in order to produce the results that I want? And third, which of my existing empowering beliefs can I apply to these areas of my life? As you answer these 3 questions, allow yourself to develop a sense of certainty that, by changing your beliefs, you will be able to produce positive results. Make a list of these new beliefs so that you'll have them for a reference. Review this list often, especially if you find yourself slipping into a negative mindset. Next, look for improved results. Adopting these empowering beliefs will change the results you produce. In turn, being alert to those changes will help reinforce and validate your new beliefs. Soon your new beliefs will be totally accepted into your subconscious and be reflected in your new internal map of reality. If you'd like to review the questions that we've gone over in today's lesson, please check out the journal page on wisdom-trek.com and get a recap of the questions that we discussed during our time together today. But I do have 2 additional questions that I would like to ask. Did you discover any hidden limiting beliefs in your life? Do you agree that your beliefs do create your reality? This is our 4th day on our Trail of Reality. If you would like to add to any discussion, have comments or questions, please leave them on the comment section of today's journal. In order to learn more about how our beliefs create our reality, join us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy, and we will explore Beyond the Map, where we are going to look into some amazing possibilities that exist at the next level of creating your reality. And that'll finish our podcast for today. Remember to listen to your daily dose of wisdom on wisdom-trek.com or subscribe at iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, or YouTube. And if you subscribe, the episodes will be downloaded to you automatically. I would really appreciate it if you would help Wisdom Trek to grow by sharing Wisdom Trek with your family and friends through an email, Facebook, or Twitter, so they can come along with us on our trek each day. The journal for today's trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.